Good evening, everyone. I am Diane Altea and I am from Windwatch, Makati. Tonight, I would like to encourage you by telling you how the Lord has blessed me so lavishly in the midst of the pandemic. I'd like to share my testimony about how the Lord answered my prayer when I asked for a job. And I have 3 points that I would like to leave with you about my learnings to this experience. Of course, the impact of the pandemic did not only affect the global economy, but it also brought so much anxiety and fear to people. People are not only worried about their health, but also with their work. Will they still have work tomorrow? How will they get to work? Or how do they deal with the new normal? And many more. We all have our own cries, but this is what I have learned during this time. Number one is that the Lord listens to your cries. He does not merely hear your sentiments, but He intently listens to it. I am currently employed as an HR practitioner, and though the management has implemented a salary pay cut, I am grateful that I still have something to expect monthly. However, during this quarantine, our company decided to let go of our office in BGC and move to Laguna. I am currently residing in Manila, and it would be so challenging for me to commute daily from my house to Laguna, especially with the new normal. I prayed about it and thought, how will I commute every day, Lord? But okay, I should not complain. At least I still have a job at a time when everyone else is worried about losing theirs. I convinced and motivated myself every day by saying this, but at the back of my mind, Lord, paano? Ang hirap naman. Small as it may seem, considering that I still have work, I listened to my cry. This also brings me to my next point. You know the feeling when you want something but you somehow feel that you do not deserve it or somebody else deserves it better. So instead of praying for it, you just accept that what you have is enough. That's how I felt at first, but what I learned during this process is that the Lord does not only listens to our cries, but He also cares for my desires. Week by week, I am receiving promises from the Lord through my quiet time, the wow nights, the prayer cards released by LGI and my OSG. Sobrang dami. And it was always about the Lord wanting to bless me. He wants to give me new things for me to expect His goodness and to shower me with His love and favor. I held on to it without knowing what to expect. But during the quarantine, I felt that I was being closer to the Lord. So, yung dating ideas lang of blessings and favor, of course you receive it. But dahil I felt closer to the Lord, parang may mas lakas na ako ng loob na sabihin sa Kanya na, sige nga Lord, how do I feel this blessing, this favor in a very tangible way? Of course, we look at the giver, not the gift, right? But I also learned that how we communicate with God, it also speaks of our intimacy with Him. And I felt that we are already on that level. So, I received those promises with an expectant heart na ma-feel ko talaga sila. I don't know how, but I just believed it. Little did I know that those, paano kaya Lord? Those wishful thinking na, sana may ganito ako pero nakakahiya naman. Parang may iba pang mas deserving than me moments. The Lord cares about it. Walang maliit o malaki sa Kanya. He longs to bless you. This is the kind of love that God has for us. The kind na kahit feeling mo hindi mo deserve, He still gives it to you because of His gracious and unconditional love. I have learned that the promises that He has given you, they were not released so that you will just feel good. It's not something na panghahawakan mo lang. His promises are there to come to pass. And this is my last point. The Lord will surely deliver your prize. I had this cry and desire about my job. Then one day, somebody asked me if I want to try applying to a company in Makati. So I did. The recruitment process was very elaborate and difficult. Aside from passing several one-to-one and panel interviews, you need to pass what they call the challenge. It is a take-home challenge where they give you 3 to 5 days to answer 4 situational and case study-like challenges. So each challenge has 4 to 5 items. The tests not only your technical skills, but also your thought process, your discarte, and others. It was especially challenging for me because it was given to me during a time when I had so much workload with my current company. Um, I asked the company I am applying for if they can give me an extension for a few more days to submit since I was busy at work. I usually end my work late at night and sometimes even midnight, so did not have the time to do the challenge. Thankfully, they were so gracious to agree. However, um, even with the extended deadline, my work got busier, leaving me with little to no sleep at all. I have not started with the challenge even on that day of the deadline. I thought of just withdrawing my application since it's a shame to ask for another extension. But then, on that same day, I watched a live stream of a prophetic night online. They released the word, "Don't quit, do it because mercy wins." And it spoke so powerfully to me. I felt so challenged and I felt that I needed to pursue my application. So after watching that, I headed straight to my laptop to do the challenge. I did the challenge from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. without sleep and submitted it right away. I am not sure how I did it, how I finished a task that needs 3 to 5 days to prepare, I do not know. But one thing is for sure, it was only through God's grace. I submitted it one day delayed, but they still accepted it. And after 3 days, the recruiter reached out to me to tell me that I passed the challenge and that I will be scheduled for the final interview on a Friday. The Thursday, the day before the final interview, during a breakout session in our weekly Windwatch Makati online service, at the Frida Faeldog, she prayed for me and told me that she saw me giving the Lord a blank paper and the Lord designed it. It looked like an abstract and that I cannot understand it at the moment, but something unexpected is going to come out and it will end in grand testimony. She also saw that there are people unfamiliar to me. Some are foreigner and formal looking, and they are all new to me. She also said that the Lord will bring me to a greater influence through my next level of career. I was so surprised with all that she has released because she did not know that I have a pending application. By the way, the company I was applying to is Canva. It's a design app. So it just made sense that the Lord designed the paper. And I held on to that. And long story short, 3 days after, I was offered the position with better salary and benefits. God is so amazing. I've learned that if it's for you, if it's the Lord's promise for you, He will surely deliver the prize. No matter how impossible it may seem, the Lord knows how to orchestrate everything. So, this is my testimony. I hope you have been blessed and encouraged. Again, remember that the Lord listens to your cries, He cares for your desires, and He will surely deliver your prize. God bless you and good night.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה. יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.